G-Talk.
Around your heart, never letting go. Now your spice is taking hold. Whoa, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, girl.
Okay.
'Cause I
Okay,
know
trust me. Listen, I got a lot on my mind. I've always got stuff on my mind. Please. So go ahead.
taking too much.
And then I'll walk in with
What's a reaction or something?
All right, you ready? All right. And we're back and better than ever. It's the second segment, my friends.
Hell yeah.
First
So back
half,
from the
second
break.
half. This is, I don't know, third half. Let's go.
It's the third quarter.
Third quarter. I like that.
Third quarter.
So
Yeah, so how was your break? Did you take a break?
I did. I ran away from a gorilla. In my PJs from breakfast, and then I saw Melania Trump, waved to the Pope. There was some porn involved somewhere, and then I put an order for a $400 million plane. It should be here soon because I just won the jackpot, $1.5 billion. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything?
You're good.
Where in the world is Ja? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Coño.
It's the G-Talk.
You'd be amazed what y'all could do in a minute.
Listen, hey, don't give up my secrets to the ladies because they need to feel the whole minute. Okay, we'll leave it at that. They don't call it the minute of love because it lasts more than 60 seconds. You know what I mean? I don't know what I just did there, but I think I just shat all over myself. So, Frankie, in the second segment, we call this one. You ready? We's about to go deep. Let's go.
We're going deep.
We're going deep, baby.
All right.
Or
third quarter, we're going deep.
so here's the deal. Going deep. We're gonna have different segments in part two. This one is going deep, and usually what we do here, we start off with the headlines, the G tabs, whatever. This one's a little different. There was one we were gonna talk about before, and I'm like, no. 3 minutes is not enough. Because for anyone that knows the G-Talk and knows what we're all about, even though we're in 2.0, we started as a healing show, right, Frankie? We started as two guys talking, coming together, talking about our emotions, our feelings. Hey, we're modern Renaissance men. We talk. Well, my hair looks like shit. We're modern Renaissance men. We talk about modern Renaissance stuff, and that includes our feelings, our emotions, all that stuff, blah blah blah. And we're not ashamed to say it. Hey, I'm wearing pearls, not because and if that was whatever. It's to honor the women in my life, past, present, and future. And if you don't like it, well, then look at this sexy guy. But what we're going to talk about now what we're going to talk about now, I think we got to go deep on this one. So I'm going to introduce it. I'm going to throw it to you, Frankie, and this is going to feel like an episode of old. I think we're going to go places that feel very familiar to us, and we're going to put 20 minutes on the clock. We're going to kind of compress it a little bit, maybe cut it up and put it out there. But I think there's going to be some value to some people that hear this and understand where we're coming from. I'm not kidding when I say we've been through some shit. I know my boy's been through some shit, and he's resurrected himself like a phoenix. I'm in the process of doing it myself. It takes time, but you'll understand where we're coming from when I introduce this. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's get right to it, shall we? So
let's go.
Here's the deal. Here. Hold on. Let me get in here.
So the way you fucking put that though, that was I'm shaking.
Does it feel? Listen. I'm hearkening back to some of our old episodes, and for anyone that is on our channel, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Who knows? But see some of the old episodes where we went deep. It was 13, 14 episodes that they were 2 hours long, talking about our healing, our situation. So let me talk about it, introduce it. We'll hit the clock, and then we'll make this count. You ready, kid?
Let's go.
So this one really hit me. I'm already tingling. It said men twice as likely to die from something called, and this is a legit thing. I'll put it on the screen. Where is it? It's a real thing. Broken heart syndrome. And I'll just read what I have here. A study from the Journal of the American Heart Association reveals that men are more than twice as likely to die from broken heart syndrome, a real thing, than women. While rarer in men, the condition triggered by stress from a traumatic loss or divorce results in higher death a higher death rate, often due to delayed diagnosis and a lack of emotional support. So here's a question, my friend, and this is serious. If this isn't G-Talk territory, I don't know what is. Is this finally proof, as my legs just tingled, that the problem isn't that men can't feel emotions like women do? It's that we internalize it so deep that it literally kills us slowly. It's like jumping on a grenade. So I'll stop there. I've started the clock. What say you?
You know, this particular subject is especially special to me. Um, Christ, yeah, it is 100% true. Men, since very, very young, we're taught to be men, fight. You can't cry. You broke your arm, you can't cry. You got cut, you need 20 stitches, you can't cry. Oh, you feeling, you can't cry. Cry is a human emotion, and human, it is the key word there. What else is human? Women. Women are also humans. They are allowed by society to express their emotions, and women cry. Anybody here that's listening could be like, yeah, women cry. We all seen women cry. You don't see too many men crying. Movies, shows,
Sports.
you the Knicks yesterday, Josh Hart got an elbow to the eye, bleeding. They didn't cry. I mean, granted, that may not be a reason to cry.
Well, the Knicks are always a reason to cry, but go on.
Oh, yeah, if you're a Knicks fan, you could cry. um, but we are not allowed to show emotion by society, the way we was brought up. And as a result, we grow into this. Imagine as a child, as a young boy, you can't cry. Tough up. You got to be a man. 8 years old, you're telling an 8-year-old you got to be a man. Now you're a man. You're adult. You're in your 20s, 30s. You take that mentality into that life. You're going through a breakup, a divorce, moving out, relocating, lost your job, in debt, got to file for bankruptcy, they stole your car, you are the victim of a robbery, deception, betrayal, endless. You cannot cry or show emotion because you're a man. You're fucking human, bro. You're human. I If you saw the last G Talk, the episodes of the G Talk, the shit I went through, I broke down in the show more times than I can count. And I've seen the episodes. And what hurts me, I went through, and that's all right. We did this show for men that feel the way we feel. Because my man Ja went through something similar. And he fucking held it down like a man. But together, me and him found a space to finally be fucking vulnerable. And we opened up. And this is a godsend. This is something that God just, the timing. I've been told that life is all about timing. And the timing, my man John could speak to it at another time, what could not be described any less than this was God playing chess.
Well said.
Because of God's timing, this was born. This podcast, this G Talk. And me being vulnerable with a person that I just met, and vice versa. I broke down in front of him. damn near a stranger. And a few months later, my best fucking friend.
Hell yeah.
I to the men that don't find this, that is, I consider myself very lucky and blessed. For my man Ja, for the men that keep compressing those emotions, that don't allow themselves to be vulnerable, that just keep, don't you feel like you're about to explode? Don't you feel that you can't take it no more, that this is enough? And all you need is just to be a little bit vulnerable and just have a leap of faith regardless of the betrayals that were behind you. Because God damn it, this is a new fucking day, a new era in your life that you're gonna be like, this is it. And not even realizing the plan that God got before you. And then you find this person, and suddenly you're not alone. Suddenly you could release all this shit you've been holding for years and years and years and years. And if you don't find that fucking person in time because you were incapable of being vulnerable, broken heart syndrome. That shit sounds like it is inflicted since fucking birth, since a childhood, since you're in the first, second, or third grade. Just because we was born with a fucking dick. Meanwhile, girls, you notice how I said men, not women. Because the women could talk about this shit, and the women got support groups. They got, their girlfriends and everything. Guy friends, for the most parts, are, oh, fuck that bitch. Let's go get to a strip club and which is the worst fucking advice. They probably mean well, but like, nah, man, what's going on is way more deeper. They labeled this shit in the fucking article.
That was beautiful, by the way. From one man to another. I mean, at the end of the day, we could end it there. I won't. But everything you said is true. Let me add to it, if I can. I'm going to struggle to. Let me take it from a logical perspective, even a biological one, and then we'll go back to the spiritual one. The soul. What is an emotion, Frankie? It's energy in motion, right? It's when we have energy inside of us that needs to move. It needs to go somewhere, right? You feel. If you put your finger in a wall socket, what happens? You get shocked. You're going to feel that. Take that down a notch, but it's inside of you. I'll take it a step further. What if you were trying to bear hug the sun? How successful were you going to be trying to bear hug the sun and stop it from exuding its energy? You're going to burn up. You might stop it if you were big enough. I mean, dumb analogy, but that energy's got to move. Energy doesn't stop. Because if it stops, it's dead. And the thing about a broken heart, whether it's real or not, you die from it physically because it physically gets to you. That energy's not moving. It's eroding the inside of the physical body. You think about anything that traps energy from a physics perspective. There's only three things you could do with energy. You could either impede it, like hold it back. You could propel it or kind of direct it, really. Or you could absorb it. Oops. And what happens when you absorb it? Well, it's going to keep moving somewhere. And if you don't get that shit out of you, that energy is going to destroy you from the inside out. And
Yeah,
at the end of the
'cause it
day,
gets stronger.
it gets
It
stronger,
was inside,
like a
it
pinball.
gets stronger.
It gets stronger. And you add more shit to it, it gets sticky. Again, bad analogy, but here's what I'll say. What are tears? Well, emotional sweat. It's no different. It's toxins in your
That's
body,
a beautiful way to put it.
right? It's
That's a really,
it's emotional
I never
sweat.
heard that before. That is very,
Just came up with that. It's emotional sweat. It's something your body needs to get rid of. So why would you hold that back? Right? Why, I've said it before in other pods, like a burp, a fart, a shit. Sorry to be so crass. It's waste products your body needs to get rid of. So how is this any different? So when you have a broken heart, like we've talked about our situation, I'm still going through it. I went through it recently. That's why we hadn't recorded in a long time. And I'll go into it probably when I feel comfortable in future episodes. You feel like you're getting torn up inside. You feel like the energy that's inside of you can't get out. And like you said, and I think it was very appropriate what you said, the energy just gets stronger. And it just keeps bouncing around and getting more momentum. And it's like you have one of two choices, right? Remember, what's the only thing we could do when presented with any situation?
say it with me.
Say it with me. You either change your situation or
Change your mentality about the situation.
change your attitude towards that. But you got to do something because energy has to move. It's called emotion, not pause or whatever, right? Or static. It has to move. So to go back to the article, broken heart syndrome, well, I think you nailed it. There's a reason why we're men. Do I have to prove it? We're men. And there's a reason why men, according to the article, are twice as likely. It's because we were not taught to move that emotion. We were told to hold back that emotional sweat.
Yeah.
That toxicity. You heard of male toxicity, or what do they say? Toxic male energy, whatever the fuck it is, which is nonsense, but it's kind of not. It's that toxicity of testosterone and all that stuff. And now I'm going to leave the biology out of the way. We're going to get a little esoteric here. Because at the end of the day, Frankie, we're all just energy inside. We're energy trapped in avatars, in physical flesh that has a finite experience. It ends, right? That's the beauty of life. It ends, and you get to kind of see it's X plus Y equals Z. You're the X, you have a Y, a reason for being, for a purpose. And at the end, there's the totality of your experience, your Z. And you get to fulfill, or maybe you didn't fulfill it, you get to try it again. Your body gets reconstituted into nature. You give back what you were given. The debt's been paid back. Your energy goes up somewhere, wherever it goes. I'll let you know when it happens to me again. I'm convinced I've been here before. We've talked about it before. My energy is not male. It's not female. It's not a man. It's not a woman. It's an eternal life force. In this body as I'm constituted, I'm a man. I proved it twice. Two children with my ex-wife, right? You did it as well. Not with my ex-wife, but with your women. But at the end of the day, just because I'm in this avatar doesn't mean my eternal energy is really much different than that of a woman's. I should be taught to deal with the physical stresses that embody my mass. E equals MC squared. Energy equals the mass and the light that is going through it. And if emotion is, and this might sound, physicians might go, yeah, this sounds stupid. Then watch something else. Go watch some other show. I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me. But at the end of the day, if I have energy inside of me and it's toxic, it needs to get out. And whether I'm a man or a woman, beautiful baby, whatever, I should be taught how to do that. And I think more and more men, and I'll throw this back to you, more and more men are learning how to do that, but very slowly. Not enough, Frankie, not enough. And I got to tell you, even after doing 13 episodes, like 40 hours of programming, we did a ton of stuff. Recently, I still struggled. I reverted back to being a man. I reverted back to my old ways. Why? Because that's all I knew. Even though I knew better. And so if you want to ask me, like, how do we cure that? I think it's harder than curing cancer. Because you have to want to be better. First of all, you have to admit you need to get better. Then you need to want to get better. Then you need the ability, the plan to get better. And then you need to execute on that plan. And the fifth one is have someone, if it's not you, hold you accountable. And I think as men, you and I are doing that slowly. Hopefully other men can learn from what we're doing or from somebody else. But more men have to step up. And I think, and I'll leave this back to you. We talked about Trump and the MAGA and stuff. And I think it's everywhere. But I think on the right, I'm not trying to demonize the right. I have a lot of friends on that are Republicans. They're bringing back that old mentality of the mentality. They're bringing that old mentality of the 50s and 60s. Be a man. Be the gorilla, not the 100 men that are going to die. It's like, fuck you. You're going to die of a broken heart. Like, I don't need male toxicity. I need serenity. I need peace. I need love. I need love just like anyone else. And if there's energy inside of me that needs to come out, if it comes out this way, this way, this way, that way, whichever, it's going to come out because it needs to come out. My body says this is not something we need to hold on to. Let it go. So I'll throw it back to you, man.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. I'm this is a funny story, and it just goes to show how much I worked with a young lady once, and she was saying, she said she got a flat tire on the way to work in the morning. She had a bad day at work. A bunch of inconveniences. She went home. She was trying to get her clothes for the next day. Somehow her closet got a little bit of mold because of the air, whatever. And she was very upset. And she said, I just need to cry. So I sat in my bed and I had a good cry.
I mean, great strategy.
I was in my 20s at the time. I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, okay, whatever,
Typical woman. Right?
I understand today at 50 exactly what she meant.
Right.
Especially as we get older with everything in life, finances, work, physical health, family. It's hard to just have a great day. Sometimes we have a great day, which is great. Some days are awful. And what do we do as men? We get a bottle of whiskey, um, do some frivolous activities that
Go to the gym.
don't. Well, the gym is not frivolous. Gym is purposeful.
Right.
But frivolous activities that think in our minds as men that's what we're supposed to do. We are required to do because we are men. So it's like, oh, I had a fight with my girlfriend. I had a shitty day at work. Fuck my boss. Fuck my girlfriend. My car's fucked up. Fuck my car. I'm gonna go
That's a
buy
lot of
new
fucking.
car. And it's like, I'm gonna go to the strip club where I'm gonna feel good. Until you leave and you no longer got the attention, you're down $300-400. And it solved zero of your problems. When you could have just admitted the fact, I'm having a tough day. I'm having a hard time controlling this. Maybe I need to cry it out. Maybe I need to be vulnerable with someone. Maybe I need to go to the gym and take it out in the gym. But even at the gym, as much as I gym, when I'm done with it, I'm still vulnerable. I feel okay, but I still need to release. I got to say what I got to say.
Yeah.
And once that happens, now I feel better because I addressed the underlying issue versus covering it up by going to a strip club or getting the attention of something that gives you the band-aid that eventually the adhesive is going to dry out and it's going to just fall out as you're walking because
Right.
that was not the cure. The cure is to address the underlying issue that is making you emotionally disabled to, at the minimum, come to par, that you're not up or down, you're just even.
I'll end on this, and then I can throw it back to you, and then we'll go to our last segment. It's all about the energies, baby. Life is, and I'll say this very clearly, it's about your ability, and I'll go in close. Here we go. It's your ability to recognize and manage the energies inside of you, identify and understand and manage the energies outside of you, and find a balance between the two. If you find a balance, that's serenity. That's peace. If there's something wrong, then it's either outside or inside. If it's outside, you could see it, you could feel it, off it goes. If it's inside, you can't see it, but you could sure as hell feel it. It's the harder one to deal with, ironically. It's the one that follows you everywhere. So if we as men, and I'll end on this, are not able to manage the energies inside of us, there's a high probability we can't manage the energies outside of us. And it's just that's why we're twice as likely, because everything falls apart, not just us. Yeah. Everything falls apart. Whereas a woman, and this is where I'm going to give them props, can keep the energy outside managed while they're falling apart inside. That's what makes them a higher level creature. Experts. And I'm not pandering. That's the truth. And what do we say about the truth? What do we say about the truth, Frankie? The truth is the truth. The truth. The truth is the truth.
Facts cannot be debated.
And the truth is the truth, whether you say it or not. So you might as well say it.
Yeah.
So my friend, that was beautiful. So take us out into our last. This is our last break before we end it. Anything? By the way, go back to the gorilla thing. If I'm attacking the gorilla from the behind, giggity, I think I have a chance. Probably not. But I think if you're the one in front, I think you're fucked. If you're the 50 guys in front, I think if you're the 50 guys in the back, you might have a chance. Grab the neck, I don't know. That's a whole other thing.
I don't. All right. Just for argument's sake. All right. Just to keep it interesting. $1 million to whoever survives.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Now, how do you strategize? It's like, do I stand back, wait till they hurt the gorilla, and then I come in at the end? Because the gorilla is going to take out the first 30, 40 effortlessly.
Listen, the gorilla doesn't have any problems managing its energies.
Exactly.
You know how it cries? Do you know, I'll leave it at this. Do you know how the gorilla cries it out? Through your tears and your blood.
Touché.
And with that, we'll end our second beautiful segment.
So this is the end already?
We're gonna come back. This is our last break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna end it, and it's simple as that, my friend.
Okay, it's our last break. Okay,
it's our last break.
I'm just getting warmed up. I didn't want to.
Let's go, baby. No, man.
Not to mention I miss you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right back at you. You said some beautiful things. Son of a bitch. I love you. So, my friends, we'll be back for the last segment. 5 minutes, and we'll put a bow on this thing. So, Frankie, take us to the break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee.
There you go. And on that, we'll see y'all soon. Salud.